I hope you guys are all well. I know I haven't been as active on here. I've been going through changes. I have. And I've just been giving myself the space and the time needed to transition and just catch up on myself and all the things that I needed to do for me, and just within my own personal life. So I am here, I'm back, and I wanted to do a general pick a card reading for you guys during this month of August. All these readings are timeless, guys. Like, I have a love reading I did for you guys that I have yet to post. It's gonna be posted soon. Not sure which one I'm gonna post first, this one or that one, but we'll see. Again, all the readings are timeless. You know, whenever I post them, whenever you see them, that was when you were meant to hear the message. So don't worry too much about timing. I just kind of give you guys context as to what's going on astrologically as I'm doing the readings, just to bring some more context and perspective. But again, all these readings are timeless. Feel free to check out my website. You can book a reading with me on there. I'm also still in the process of opening up the apothecary, the Mindful Apothecary shop. I'm very excited. I've been finalizing the herbal packages. We got the payment situation figured out, and now I'm actually moving over into oils. So magical oils, attraction oils that are also really good for your skin. They have skin benefits as well. They are blessed by me. They are celestially charged, all that good stuff. So yeah, check out my website, mindfulmessagesmalaysia.com. At the end of your reading, if you feel called to leave me a tip, I would greatly appreciate it. All information can be found in the description box. Please listen to my music. Follow me on SoundCloud. I also have a single dropping. It's either about to drop or it would have dropped already by the time you guys watch this. I'll add the link in the description box as well. I'm really excited about my single. So yeah, let's get into the piles. I'm gonna do my best to keep these pick a cards a little shorter, just all my videos a little shorter. So yeah, anyway, pile 1, you have a blue angel aura quartz. Pile 1. Pile 2, we have this desert rose. I felt really called to this one today. You know, something about life in the drought. Something about that, you know. So pile 2, you've got desert rose. Pile 3, we have a citrine. I love this one, it's so pretty. That's pile 3. All right, I will see you guys in your readings. Bye. Okay, so if you chose pile 1, the angel aura quartz, this is your reading. Let's flip over your oracle message. We have between worlds. So funny, because I opened up this video, it's saying I'm going through changes. You're going through changes. You're going through a big transition. You're not quite here, you're not quite there, you're somewhere in between, and that is okay. Immediately I'm just getting like, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself about not having it all together, whatever that means for you. You know, we tend to get really caught up on the appearances of things and where we think we should be, what we think we should be doing, what we think our life should look like, and what we should be attaining at any given point in time. But I just want to remind you guys that we are in yin energy. It is not about attaining anything. It's about being, it's about receiving, it's about putting yourself in the position to receive. So for some of you guys, you're in uncharted waters, uncharted territory. You've never been here before, and you might feel like a fish out of water. I don't know why I heard that, but I just did. And just do your best to not flail about, because once you start to panic puts you in a state of desperation and fear, which means you'll be reaching for anything and everything to try to bring a sense of a sense of stability or security to you, but you're not in the best mental and emotional space to be aligning yourself with anything when you're in a state of fear or desperation or panic. So remain calm. Remain calm. Do what you need to do, whatever helps you to stay in the present moment, and find a way to give yourself some grace during this time period in your life, because things are changing, and this could be outside change or inside change. So maybe you're having these thoughts that you've never thought before, like maybe your whole life you wanted to have kids and now you're like, I don't know if that's really for me anymore. Or it could be anything, you know, it could be your work, what you do for a living, maybe the way you create. Maybe you've always created in a certain way and now it's not working for you anymore, or you're having a new idea about something and it feels foreign to you. Allow yourself to explore in your own divine timing and with grace. Don't force anything. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on other people, because this could also just be an energy that's surrounding you. Maybe there's an energy of change and an energy of transition just surrounding your life, your relationships, your partnerships, your work environment, your home environment. And, you know, maybe new policies are being enforced at work. Maybe your day-to-day life is changing. You know, it's already changed for so many people because of the pandemic, but you know, it's still going on. There's still a lot going on in the world right now, and things are still happening. So maybe you're having to transition and be adaptable even more. Allow yourself to be moldable during this time, and give yourself and others that compassion and that grace and that patience. Okay, I do see things taking a better turn for you guys. I see you guys moving into more vibrancy, more potent energy, more strong energy, more liveliness. And you might be impatient about it. But just keep expecting good things, okay? I'm going to clarify with my tarot deck. This is the original Rider-Waite tarot. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please tell me why Between Worlds is here for pile 1. Please tell me why Between Worlds is here for pile 1. Please show me clearly. For their highest good and the highest good of all. Why is Between Worlds here for pile 1? Please show me clearly. Why is Between Worlds here? Okay, we've got 2 cards. One more, please. Just one more, please. Okay. We've got the Queen of Swords, the Lovers in reverse, and the Devil. You guys got some pretty major cards here. So I really feel like you guys have been tested or are being tested at this point in time. You might have been you might be in this state of transitioning because whatever you were aligned to in the past, you realized that it was a misalignment. It could have been rooted in your trauma. It could have been rooted in your fear and your sense of lack. It might have even been something that you were addicted to. So for some of you, I see you guys moving away from addiction, and addiction can be anything, you guys. You can be addicted to a person. You can be addicted to a habit. You could be addicted to a way of being, like a way of thinking. Like maybe you've just always been addicted to, like, you became addicted to like thinking negatively about yourself, or self-sabotaging your happiness, self-sabotaging your relationships, your friendships. This is kind of heavy energy, but it's intense energy. It's not like, it's not negative. I think for a lot of you, you guys are realizing, I hear putting yourself on trial. I hear that you guys are getting real with yourself about the decisions that you've made up until this point and how it's resulted in negative outcomes, or just outcomes that you don't really want, like outcomes that are, again, rooted in addiction, rooted in a sense of lack, rooted in possibly even like materialism, like trying to cover something up, is what I'm hearing. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but sit with it, because you're getting clear about something. I think you guys are becoming clear on your own negative habits, decisions, and traits, like bad choices that you guys have made that have led to negative outcomes, or making things harder for yourself, or keeping you in bondage, keeping you bound to a specific person that's not good for you, specific behaviors that aren't good for you, that aren't for your well-being, and you guys are getting real about it, getting real with yourself. Or this could be somebody else coming in and shedding light on where you need to tighten up. I do see that you guys are doing your best to accept this truth. It might be a little difficult for you, hence this between worlds, like you're still in both places, you know, like maybe you're realizing what you can do better, what you should stop doing, what you should release yourself from, right? Because the Queen of Swords cuts it out. If it's not for the highest good, if it's not fair, if it's not right, if it's not just, she gets to the root of it. She gets really clear. She's logical. She's not emotional. She's head over heart, but she's still fair and just. And she's delegating. You know what I mean? She's like, look at her. She's got her sword up, ready to go. Like, if it's not good for me, it's gotta leave. If it's not good for me, I gotta cut it out. I gotta cut it out. That's the mentality here. And I feel like you guys are in this state of like realizing and recognizing, oh, I do that when I'm angry. I behave that way when I'm angry. When I'm feeling a sense of lack, this is how I project. This is how I, you know, maybe you blame other people for your issues. Maybe you blame other people for how you feel about yourself. Maybe you realize where you've been aligning yourself to things that are very superficial. That's something I just heard. Very superficial, and you're recognizing that it's not as fulfilling as it used to be. It's not real fulfillment at all. It actually just like causes more grief, more strife, more issues. It keeps you in bondage, keeps you going through the same cycles over and over and over again. You find yourself in the same situations over and over again, but with different people in a different place, but you're doing the same shit. And the Queen is like really getting to the bottom of it, and she's like cutting that out. Let's see, bottom of the deck here. We have, you guys have major energy right now. Wow. Major energy. As you're transitioning, guys, be very mindful of the decisions that you make carrying forward. Like, now that you know what you know, now that you're starting to see things, really give yourself, like I was saying earlier, that grace, that patience. Do not be rushing during this time to do anything, okay? Take your time. Think about it before you say it. Think about it before you do it. Pray about it. Meditate about it. Do your research. The Queen does her research before she makes a decision. The Queen of Swords, she got all the Carfax before she buys. She got both sides of the story. She got A side, B side, C side, and the truth. That's how she gets to the truth of the matter, okay? So do not be in a rush right now to make any decisions. Really, like, take your time and go to your conscience, go to your higher power, go to your higher source before you decide to commit to anything, before you decide to engage in anything, before you decide to consume anything, okay? You have major energy here at the bottom of the deck. You have the Hanged Man. Again, patience, taking that time to really analyze and see what's been working for you, how you got here. You know, what decisions did you make up until this point? What decisions, the lovers in reverse though, what decisions did you make up until this point to get to this result that I don't feel like a lot of you like? I think a lot of you don't really care for where you've been and what you've been doing. And it's time to get real with yourself. The Magician, what do you want to create? What tools do you have? What resources do you have to change your outcome for the better? And you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe that you have the power to change your situation. The Emperor, boundaries. Get real with yourself, create boundaries. Boundaries are for you, not for anybody else. If you can't honor your own boundaries for you, you can't expect other people to honor your boundaries. I'll give you a personal example. For me right now, I am really on this like new like health journey, and I call it that because I don't want to say, oh, weight loss journey. Like, yes, I'm trying to lose weight right now. I've committed myself to losing 30 to 35 pounds between now and like December. And so because of that, I have to create rules and boundaries for myself. I don't eat after a certain amount of time. I don't go over a certain amount of calories every day. I don't eat sweets every day. I'm not eating fast food multiple times throughout the week. Like, I'm cooking at home. You know, I've set parameters for myself. Unless it's like an emergency, unless I like just am so busy and I don't have time, I do not eat out during the week. You know, I don't eat after a certain time before I go to bed. I make sure to drink a certain amount of water every day. I make sure to be active at least 3 to 4 times a week. Rules, boundaries for yourself, because that is establishing the foundation for the life you do want to create. I want to be healthier. I want to be healthy, period. I want to feel confident in myself and my body. I want to feel capable. So I have to create that structure for myself, not based on anybody else, not what anybody else is telling me. I know the vision that I want to create. I know how I want to look. I know how I want to feel. I know the type of life I want to have for myself. And so I have to create that foundation for me. So this is about you creating that boundary and that structure for yourself, that foundation. So get real with yourself. Get real about who you want to be, how you want to feel, what you want your life to look like, what you want your relationships to look like, and think about what you need to do, what you need to establish, what structures you need to create for yourself, what boundaries you need to have for yourself in order to make that happen, in order to protect your energy, in order to protect what you're creating, okay? In order to protect your marriage, in order to protect your friendship, in order to protect your home, protect your health, protect your vitality, okay? That just came through really hard. I feel like some of you have been so lackadaisical that you just let anything and everything in. You know, that's something else I'm going through now too with my relationships. There are certain things that I just will not tolerate from people anymore. And I've told myself, people have 2 chances with me, not 3. After the second time, you know, it's, I love you, but and that's okay. And I have to honor that boundary for me. It's not about anybody else honoring that. I have to honor that for me because it's about me. You get what I'm saying? So I hope this was helpful, Pile 1. You can do it. Again, give yourself grace, give yourself compassion. Don't be hard on yourself, but get real with yourself and do the hard work, okay? You can do it. I love you. If this resonated with you, please leave a comment. Again, feel free to leave me a tip if you're called. I would really appreciate it. It helps me, and with like energetic exchange, to better tap into you, and also to like fuel and fund like this channel and everything that I'm trying to do for you guys in the collective. So again, I hope this helps. Take a deep breath, y'all. You got this. I will see you next time. Bye. Hey, Pile 2. This is for anyone that chose the Desert Rose. Pile 2, Group 2. This is your reading. You guys are the only pile that got 2 oracle cards that flew out, and they flew out like back to, oh my god, I just flipped them over. You guys have yin energy. I love it. Yin with the loyal heart. This is so beautiful. I like want to tear up right now. Yin and loyal heart. Be easy, y'all. be easy. And if you are being easy, I'm telling you, you guys are in some real abundant heart space energy. Like, I see love, I see loyalty, I see innocence, I see fun and purity. I just see affection, like, and it doesn't just have to be romantic. Like, you guys might just be like really in your Venus energy too, like loving on yourself, pampering yourself, treating yourself well, being at ease, being gentle with yourself, being gentle with others, or maybe people are being gentle with you, and it's just this energy surrounding you right now. And if it's not here yet, it's coming, but you got to align yourself to that. So yin energy is all about being, not doing. Being, knowing, receiving. Being, knowing, receiving. Being like water. Being able to flow. Being able to be patient. Being graceful. Being compassionate. Intuitive. Right? Knowing when to move and when to be still. Knowing, allowing the truth to come to you and to unfold in its natural course. Okay? This is feminine energy. You might just be connecting more to your femininity, and men, you have feminine traits as well. Okay, we all have feminine and masculine energy. I feel like so many readers say that, but it's so true. And I see that, I feel like by you guys loving on yourself more and loving where you're at, and I'm also seeing the beauty in your life. Okay, just really recognizing how much beauty you have in your everyday life, how beautiful you are, how beautiful your mind is, how beautiful your energy and your spirit is, your intentions are. Finding beauty in the mundane, that's what I just heard. And because of that, you guys are attracting other people that are on the same vibration because of that loyalty and that dedication to like your own love, your commitment to yourself, you know, your just this abundant, loving viewpoint on life, on love, on relationship, on whatever it is. You're attracting such loyal energy, like you're loyal to yourself, you're loyal to your own commitments and promises to yourself, and like that's attracting love, that's attracting the right people, that's attracting the right work environment and job position, that's attracting like loyal people in your projects, you know, like people are expressing their loyalties to you, people are trustworthy, you're finding yourself able to like trust people more. If you aren't, you should be. If you haven't been feeling any of this, this is what you're being called to tap into, to notice the beauty in your life, to allow yourself to take a step back. Take a step back, relax. Yin energy is relaxed. She manifests. Yin energy draws it towards her. She doesn't have to go and seek it. She doesn't have to go and attain it. I said the same thing for pile 1. It's about manifesting it, attracting it to you, being a vibrational match to what you want, which is loyalty. So be loyalty to you. Be loyal to what you want, your vision of life, how you want to feel, all of it. And it's coming. It's coming. If it's not already around you, it's on its way. But I see like beautiful exchange. I see like you really got, like, whoever this is or whatever community or whatever situation this is, like, you know that you've got your back taken care of. Like, you're watching their back, they're watching yours. And you guys are so, like, wise in, like, how to love each other, how to show up for each other, how to be each other's friend, how to be each other's work partner, how to be each other's partner, how to cohabitate together. Like, really having that even and equal balanced exchange of like, I'm here for you, I'm here for our highest good, like we've got the same goals, you know, like I'm here to help you with your goals, you're here to help me with mine. Like, this is even exchange. Like I said, this is beautiful. This is beautiful energy. Oh my gosh. Both stepping into your higher power, or being able to step into your higher power with the people around you, because you're attracting other people that are on the same frequency and vibe as you are. Let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm going to clarify and just see what else comes out. Wow. The High Priestess. I haven't even shuffled yet. The High Priestess. Yin energy. Okay? Listening more than you speak. Observing. Okay? Tapping into your intuition and your higher guidance and power before you make a move. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, please show me clearly. What does pile 2 need to know about yin energy and loyal heart for their highest good and the highest good of all? Please show me clearly. What does pile 2 need to know about yin energy and loyal heart? Please show me clearly what pile 2 needs to know for their highest good and the highest good of all about yin and loyal heart. Please show me clearly. 3 cards, please. 3 cards for yin energy and loyal heart. We have death. We have the world. And we have the Queen of Cups. I just got very emotional. You guys, man, you guys are really closing out an old chapter here. What is this old chapter? I want to clarify even more. What is this old chapter? Okay, got it. All right. I feel like in the past, you guys didn't know how to love or didn't know how to allow yourself to be loved in the correct way, and it was because you were still learning how to love yourself. Okay? And again, this is not just a romantic reading. This is also about friendship. This is about family. This is about love is all encompassing. It is not just in a romantic partnership. All right, guys, it's not just about sex. It's not just about having a family, that's not getting married. It's not all it's about. Loving your partner, loving your neighbor, loving everyone you come into contact with. Okay, period. So I feel like in the past, you guys were still really learning how to love yourselves. And I think that you were in a state of a lot of grief. Grieving what was lost to you in the past. Feeling like things were taken from you. And you really had to learn how to transmute that energy and realize that you have everything you need within yourself. And once you transformed that energy, once you allowed death to come in and wipe away all that mental thinking, all those behaviors of looking for meaning in other people, looking for love in other people, looking for other people to validate you, looking for other people to make you feel important, finding importance and validation through what you could do for other people, how they responded to you, how they spoke to you. Once you cut all that out, once you got that lesson and you transmuted and you transformed all of that mental energy, you got the lesson and you closed out this major cycle in your life. You might have even broken a generational curse. That's how heavy and strong this feels. You got the lesson. You got the lesson. This is a lesson of a lifetime. And you completed it with grace. And look, it's just you there, baby. It's all you. It's been you the entire time. It's been you the entire time. And I think you guys are still in the process of trying to, because we have the Queen of Cups in reverse here. And at first I was like, does that make sense? And I was like, yeah, it does. I took it in the reverse. It's you guys are now still learning how to be in your emotional body, right? Now that you got the lesson, now that you transformed all that energy, and I've been saying this, I said this for pile 1, I think. You're in new territory now. This is yin energy. This is yin energy. And this is like one of the top yin energies you can get, like in your emotions, like the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the heart, is your emotional body, how you connect with others, your most interpersonal, intimate relationships. And that starts with self, which is what I was saying when I was just reading your oracle cards. Like, this is about your relationship with you. And I think you're finally realizing that like it has to start with you. And now, like, with this Queen of Cups in reverse, I'm taking it as like you guys are still in this energy of like transformation. Like, I don't feel like it's over for you guys. I feel like you're in the midst of it. I think you're in the midst of this death, in the midst of learning this lesson, in the midst of allowing yourself to be this new being, this new person that allows themselves to be vulnerable, allows themselves to really look at how they feel about things, and like is truthful about how they feel about things. And it's not about being truthful to anybody else but yourself first. When you can be real with yourself, when you can be vulnerable with yourself, when you can allow yourself to grieve, when you can allow yourself to feel, when you can allow yourself to love, when you can allow yourself to see yourself for the beautiful, beautiful, loving being that you are, you know, it can be really hard at first when you're so used to beating yourself up, when you're so used to feeling like the love that you were seeking was outside of you. It can be really hard to like allow yourself to ease into that space of like, oh no, I do have everything I need. I feel like you guys are still breaking the habits, okay? You got the lesson, you're transmuting it, you're realizing, oh, okay, I've had it all along, but now you're learning how to tap into it even more, how to tap into it quicker, how to make going to yourself more of a habit than going to someone else, how to be a safe space for yourself. Ooh, that came through loud and clear. This Queen of Cups in reverse is about you guys still learning how to be that mother to yourself, how to be that loving partner to yourself, how to be that best friend to yourself. And you guys are on your way. It might be a little difficult. I'm hearing you need to go into your heart and you need to look at what you're still holding on to, what you're still repressing, what thoughts, what resentments, what possible resentments and grief you're still holding on to in your heart space. And you have to really focus on what it is, why, and allow yourself to feel it. You might cry, you might be angry, you might have to like really let it out of your body too, is what I'm hearing and seeing. And it's a choice. It's a choice to go in. It's a work on your heart chakra. I have a heart chakra. Not a heart chakra, but just overall chakra video that I posted, I think like a month ago or something. Go look at that video and go to the chapter that is for the heart chakra and work on it. Work on it. Allow yourself to feel all these feelings. Let it come up. And it might need to be released physically. Like you might need to like go on an intensive hike, a run, like journal it out. You might need to cry, you might need to scream, you might need to like dance it out, like whatever it is. Talking to a therapist, talking to someone that you trust about it, confronting a situation based on how you feel. Okay, you might need to have that hard conversation with someone to gain some clarity, to really express how something made you feel in the past that's still lingering heavy on your heart. Realizing the resentments you need to let go of, realizing the unmet expectations that you need to let go of, because maybe you're just being too hard on other people because you were too hard on yourself. Okay, learning how to give yourself real forgiveness, really being a safe space for yourself. Okay, and once you guys can do that, this energy of like yin and loyal heart is going to intensify even more, and it's going to be so beautiful. It's going to be like this blanket, like just this blanket of love surrounding you that you realize you've had all along. I love this for you guys. This is such a beautiful reading. That's what I have for you, pile 2. If this resonated, let me know how it did in the comments. Feel free to book a personal reading with me. If you feel called to leave me a tip, I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me to just have energetic exchange with you guys, better tap into your energy, and also keep this channel running and all the other things that I am doing for you and the collective, I would greatly appreciate it. I love you guys so much. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. This is for everyone that good catch for me. Everyone that chose the Citrine. This is your reading, Pile 3. All right, let's look at your oracle card. We have never-ending story. What have you been telling yourself over and over and over again that you need to change and you haven't? How do you keep finding yourself in the same space over and over and over again? What lesson? What lesson is it that you might just not be getting? What behaviors do you find yourself continuously accepting from other people that leaves you feeling like this? It just won't stop. It just won't end. I think you guys are really being called to look in the mirror. Look in the mirror here, because whatever's got you frustrated, you know, whatever's got you feeling maybe defeated, frustrated, defeated, take a look at it, because, you know, everything in our lives and all the people that we exchange with just serves as a mirror to us. So if you keep finding yourself there, look at yourself. How did you get there? How did you contribute to getting yourself there? You don't like how someone treats you, what someone says. What does that say about you? Put yourself in the position to empower yourself, right? Like, you're not a victim. You're not a victim. And some of you might be, you know, I'm not going to take that away from you. But at the same time, life is a series of choices. So how did you get yourself into a certain situation or into a state of being on the receiving end of that? You know, or even if it wasn't something that, this is very like enmeshed energy I'm feeling. Very like convoluted. For some of you, something just might not have been fair. Something just might not have been fair. And I think you guys are just tired of being on the receiving end of the same bullshit, to be honest. But like, what are you gonna do about it, is what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of what happened, regardless of how it happened, regardless if there was any real logical reason for it or not, what are you gonna do about it from here point forward? Is this something that you want to keep investing in? If you keep coming to the same result with a certain person, if you keep coming to the same space, you feel the same way in your job, you're being treated the same way, what are you going to do about it? You can either change your environment, you can change your attitude, or you can change your actions. So what are you going to do about it? I'm also hearing, allow yourself the space to feel frustrated. Don't just keep it all pent up inside of you, because you're going to explode and you're going to create a bigger mess, and that's going to perpetuate the cycle. Okay? And also, don't go back to the past, you guys. Like, don't like, with cycles, you know, it's very easy to slip back into that. Like I said earlier, like, you're not a victim. It's easy to slip back into that victim mindset when you notice like a repetitious pattern in your life keeps playing out. And it's just like, don't stay stuck in the past. Like, you can revisit it and like use it to acknowledge whatever you're going through, but like, don't stay stuck there. Don't just like be in that mindset of like, oh my God, this always happens to me, and this person did this and that person did that, and even back then, like when I was 5 and like, dog, come on. Okay, stay present right now, because in the present is where you have your power. In the present is where you can do something about it or not. In the present is where you have a choice. Okay, so like, what are you, we are not what we attract, we are what we accept. So are you going to continue accepting this? Are you still going to continue giving this attention? Are you going to still continue giving this your energy? Are you going to, like, what is it? Make a choice. The choice is yours. The choice is yours to make. You always have a choice. Even if it's family, you always have a choice. And sometimes you gotta make the hard decisions, bro. Like, I'm gonna just be real with you. Sometimes you have to make the hard decisions. But you can still make hard decisions and be fair to everybody, but it's gotta be about you first. Not everything is permanent either. Most things, all things are temporary. So even if you gotta make a hard decision to be temporarily removed from someone, or to just distance yourself a little bit more, to just refocus your attention on you instead of them, instead of the issue, like focusing more on resolution, focusing more on like what you can do versus what you can't, what is working for you rather than what isn't. Okay, sometimes it's just as simple as that, as just really refocusing and redirecting your attention and your energy. Spirit, why is never ending story here for pile 3? Why is never ending story here for pile 3? Please show me clearly. For their highest good and the highest good of all, why is never ending story here for pile 3, and what can they do about it? What is this never ending story? What can they do about it? I'm not taking that. Why is never ending story here for pile 3? Why is never ending story here for pile 3? Okay. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the 10 of Cups. And we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You guys gotta relax. You guys have really got to relax. Bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Swords in reverse. We've got the Chariot, and we've got the 3 of Wands. So I need y'all to put down your sorrow. I need y'all to really put down your sorrow, and I think you guys are recognizing that. I'm not gonna lie. I think you guys are doing your best to try to put down grief and resentment and strife and burden, and really put any type of like feelings of betrayal, dishonesty, being stabbed in the back. Like, I think you guys are really trying to put all of that behind you. But it's like you guys are rushing forward because you're just wanting to get to you want to feel better so bad. You just want to like put it all behind you and just rush forward. And that's not going to get you anywhere. You can't rush it. You can't rush the grieving process. You can't rush the process, period. Like, your process is what it is, and you guys need to deal with your emotions. Like, you guys are moving forward, and it's like you want this 10 of Cups, you want this happiness, you want this emotional fulfillment, you want to feel at ease within your partnerships, within your relationships with people, within your home, within your own heart, within your own body. Like, you want this abundant emotional fulfillment, emotional security, like emotional and mental like wellness and soundness, I'm also hearing. But I feel like you guys are still very resentful, and I feel like you guys are still insecure about it. And because you're insecure and you're still like releasing all of this grief and all of this resentment and like anger, you're rushing forward to find your 10 of Cups instead of trusting the process. Like 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This is about like understanding that the harvest is gonna harvest. I mean, the harvest is going to like, sorry, bad analogy. Your garden is gonna bloom when it's supposed to. If you're doing everything in your power, you know, with a garden, you gotta clear space. You gotta tend to the soil. You gotta plant the seeds. You've gotta water them. You've gotta make sure they're getting enough sunlight. You've gotta like help them breathe, help them grow, fertilize them, nurture them, right? But they're gonna grow when they're supposed to grow. You can't rush that process. You can't be so stuck on the, oh, it hasn't happened yet, but it hasn't happened yet, but it hasn't happened yet. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you can't keep doing that. My other analogy for this card is like when you're baking a cake, or for me, it's my mac and cheese. You bake a mac and cheese in the oven, and every 5 minutes you're opening the oven to like look and see if it's done. And of course it's not going to be done. And now it's going to take longer because you keep letting all that heat out. Like every time you open that oven door, you're letting all that heat out. So now it's got to like recalibrate to get to the same temperature it was before you open that door, and before it can start like actually really cooking again. And you're going to end up messing up what you're creating if you keep doing that. If you keep pressuring someone to be exactly where you want them to be. You know, you're ready to buy a house. Your partner is not ready to buy a house. They want, you know, as long as you have the same goal, like, okay, like, yeah, okay, babe, like, I want to buy a house too. I'm just not there yet. I want to have X, Y, Z in order first. You know what I mean? Before I feel comfortable doing that. Or can we at least talk about, you know, like what would work for both of us? Like, it can't just be about you and what you want, especially when you want this, which is like, there are other people in this picture than just you. Okay, like, you've got to let go of the past. You've got to let go of your past hurts, your fears, your insecurities, or else you're going to find yourself repeating the same cycle of ruining your happiness, self-sabotaging behavior. Also, you can't expect to find emotional fulfillment and security in other people until you find it within yourself. I've been saying that for all of these readings, I feel, so maybe you should look at all of them. When you're tending to your garden and when you're growing something, make sure you're looking at like, okay, what worked for this plant and what didn't work for it. What works for one plant is not going to work for another. They're different plants. They need different things. Okay, like, don't just be so caught up on the results. It's about the process, right? Because once you get there and you have it, what's next, right? So it's about enjoying the process and allowing yourself to just be at ease in the process, not just like striving forward to the end result. And taking the time to like look at what you've been doing. Is it working? Is it good? Is it good? How can it be better? What could you do differently? Check in with the people around you. Check in with the people that you're co-creating with, to make sure things are balanced and even and fair, and that you guys are working at a pace that works for both of you, not just you and like what you want. And if this is someone else doing it to you, make sure that you talk about that. You know, like, this is something we're doing together. It's not just about you. Like, tell them that, you know, like, it's about our divine timing, not your divine timing. It's about God's divine timing for us, not just what your divine timing is for us. Okay, that's really important. learning how to set those boundaries and speak up for yourself, releasing negative feelings and thoughts and behaviors, allowing yourself to be patient and expecting good things to come. Like, don't just be pessimistic and negative, or like possibly like just like falling for whatever people have to say about what they're going through. Allow people to like be there for themselves. You don't have to be there for everybody all the time. People are allowed to be there for themselves. Like, be picky and choosy about who you let in. That's also what I'm hearing for some of you. That's like a side message. Be really picky and careful about who you let in to like your innermost like intimate spaces, friendships, relationships, family, whatever. Be picky about it, because not everyone deserves to be that close to your abundance. People can watch on the outside and be happy for you. They don't all deserve to be that close. They don't all deserve to be a part of it. They don't all deserve to drink from your cup. And that's for some of you. Some of you need to recognize that you're emotional, like maybe you're really empathetic, maybe you're very like emotional. That's your strength, not your weakness. So you need to allow yourself to really feel it and be in it, okay? So that this cycle, whatever this cycle is of just like beating up on yourself or feeling insecure or feeling like you're always getting taken advantage of, and like things just don't work out for you, or they take forever, like all that needs to stop, okay? You're on God's timing. It's gonna be okay. Your 10 of Cups is gonna come as long as you do what you're supposed to do. I hope this helps. If it resonates for you, please leave a comment and let me know how it did. You want to book a personal reading with me, you can go to my website, mindfulmessagesmalaysia.com. If you feel called to leave me a tip, it's really great for energetic exchange, so I can better tap into your energy in the future, and so I can continue to fund this channel and everything else that I have cooking for you guys and for the collective. I really appreciate you. I love you so much, and until next time, bye.